All right, let's get into the next big building block, which is, of course, you have to keep your career going. Now, you may be telling me, well, how can I keep my career going? I mean, now they're shutting businesses down. I got to work from home, and my business doesn't really allow me to work from home. Well, that's exactly the point, because right now, let's take a step back here for a second. But, as a country, as a world, we have been moving to more of a home-based type business situation to where people don't have to go into work as much. And so, if you didn't have a plan at this point for, yourself or your employees to be able to work remotely or work from home to at least some degree, you are behind the curve. And so now is a perfect time for you to have time to be able to start putting ideas together, plans together, and start organizing something for your business. That way you can set up more of remote work capabilities for yourself or your employees. And that way in times like this, your business can continue to prosper and continue to grow, and you don't feel as much effects as a lot of these businesses are right now. Like, say restaurants, for example, that is one business that is very hard to do from home, because obviously you have to cook at a restaurant, be able to supply that food for people, and also have the environment for them to sit in. So that's sort of a different situation right now. But a lot of other businesses, especially, we talk a lot about real estate. As a real estate entrepreneur, that is something that I strive for and hope that everybody can, own rental properties, do flip properties, and be more involved in the real estate market, because I just think it's such a great way to build wealth, and we'll talk about that more here in a minute. But real estate is such an easy way to build in remote capabilities for you to work from home. And so, for example, for me right now, my rental portfolio, and I'm already expecting it that, tenants are going to lose their jobs and not have money. And so we're going to have issues collecting rents over the next few months. And so I already know that that's, a problem with it. But, I think that's going to be solved by some of the stimulus programs and different things that the government, local and federally, are going to be rolling out to help real estate owners, so that way they're not suffering during this period of time. And so I think that that's going to work out. But the point is that right now I still have my rental properties that are producing residual income for me. So even though I'm sitting at home, I'm still able to get a check every single month. I'm making money every single day off these rental properties, even while I'm sitting at home. Even when it comes to, showing properties and things like that, we have the capability of being able to do virtual showings of, videoing a walkthrough of a house, or providing more pictures, or whatever it might be, to where, maybe people aren't out and about as much to be able to look at properties, but we can provide them ways that they can look at these homes, sell or buy a home basically virtually, without having as little contact as possible. And so, real estate is such a great way to do it. And so in your business, what can you do to make it to where you have more of a plan to do remote work for yourself or your employees? This is a time for you to innovate your business. And so if you don't have those, now is the time. Work on that right now. It's so important, because if you miss this period of time here, I'm afraid that you're going to totally miss the boat, not innovate your business, and you're going to fall behind the curve, because right now the entire world, not just our country, the entire world is going to be making that shift. And one of my biggest things with real estate is title companies. And I've always said for the last few years that why title companies, we have to show up and sign for a closing. They're still requiring wet signatures. Well, that is going to be a system that I believe from this global event is going to change drastically, to where they will figure out a way that us in the United States at least can sign electronically for closings when we're buying or selling a home. And so I really think it's going to push the envelope and force the title company market and the people that make those decisions to allow us to be able to do that. And so I'm very excited about that, because that's going to allow me, already having a real estate business that I do have the option of working more remotely than most. By having that title company, offering remote signing capabilities to where I can do electronic signatures, is going to be amazing. And it's going to be amazing for me, and also everybody else that's involved in the real estate industry, including the title companies themselves, and everybody, lenders everybody that's involved in the process. It's going to make it more efficient, more streamlined for every single person. So I really think that's going to be a benefit that comes out of this as well. And so again, if your business is not set up to work remotely, or you don't have plans to work remotely, for yourself, your employees, put that into effect now. You need to figure out those plans over these next couple weeks while you have time to think about it. And a lot of us are even being forced into implementing those plans. And so I hope that you're taking advantage of that. Don't just shut the doors and just not work for the next couple weeks. Now is a time to work on these different building blocks, these different areas of your life, but also keep working on your business. Yes, you might not be able to work in your business right now, but that doesn't mean you can't work on your business. It's a perfect time. Work on your business.